Alright y'all, it's Big Al here, and we've got a odd challenge lock here. What I mean by odd is, it's by the way, it's by Crank, Paul Springett. Now it says on the front, LOCKWOOD. Hopefully you can see that right there in the front. And it is a LOCKWOOD type oval lock. And on the back it says, made in Taiwan. Now last time I checked, LOCKWOODs come from Australia, but you know, what do I know? It clearly has a stamp in the back, made in Taiwan, so I'm guessing it's just a, what do you call it, bootleg, or maybe a Taiwanese-made LOCKWOOD? I don't know. But I've got several LOCKWOODs, and many of them clearly say Australian-made. Yeah, acid abloy, stuff like that, but not normally made in Taiwan. So let's see what it takes to get into this bad boy. It is a challenge lock that Crank made. Let's see if I can get a decent shot here on the camera. All right, bada boom, bada bing. So yeah, it looks like the baggie has a date of, I think 7/22/18 or 12/7/18. I don't know, but sometime in 18, that's for sure. We'll be using top of keyway up here. And I'm going to use this. I know someone's going to put it in the comments. This is out of the Monstrum XXL set. Please tell us what pick this is. Thank you. All right. Let's get into this bad boy. I have picked this a little bit ago for the first time, about 20 minutes ago, before I set up the camera and all that. And I'll tell you what, not easy. Not easy at all. All right, let's get started. Little something off of 4, I think. Oh, it's not in the vise very good. There we go. Okay. Because you really gotta make the lock talk to you. Counter. Got it. Yeah, if you make the lock talk to you, it'll tell you what it wants. But you got to talk nice to it or it'll overset. Counter rotation right here. Okay. That was one. I hope that was good. All right. Oh, it's kind of creepy. Counter on, I think, 4. Oof, that came way back too. That was kind of scary. All right, all the way in the back. It's not feeling too good back there. Coming back out. Oop. Now I might have just overset because that didn't feel good. I'll let it drop. There we go. All right. All the way in the front. I do know it's got a high cut one. And when I mean high cut, I mean high cut. All right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gotta let that drop, overset. All the way in the back. Okay, that felt good. Okay. One in the front, maybe that high cut one in the front. This 2's pretty solid. 2 doesn't want no action. 3, 4 is pretty solid. I mean, I should have said 3. That was 3 was pretty solid. Oh, there we go. Boom, just like that. I'm telling you, what a great freaking lock. Beautiful. All right, gotta love that open. All right, let me get backed out here because I do not want to screw this up. A second reason I wanted to do a challenge lock, or actually any lock at this point, was, as y'all know, I just got a new computer recently, and I'm trying to get it figured out. I'm trying to learn how to use some new software, editing software and all that kind of stuff, so I needed a video. I mean, I could have used an old one, but I figured let's do a fresh one and see if we can't make it happen. All right. Bada boom, bada bang. I'm always cutting in too close, too. I've noticed that lately. I tend to zoom in a little too much, and I get a bad shot. So I'm going to try to correct that also. All right, so we're very much open. Fair enough. We've got some, you know what? We do have the key. It is mummified, but I think it's only fair to make sure the thing works so it's a valid challenge lock. But I'm sure Paul Springett made it. It's working. This is mostly for the viewers, not for my satisfaction, Paul. I trust you know how to make a challenge lock. A working, valid challenge lock. Well, I'll tell you what. This stuff's harder to get off than the ding. Okay. Man, military grade. Jesus. Wow. Okay. That was serious. Now, whether it works or not, well, it better work. It works. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Let's get the back off of this thing. All right. So a Lockwood challenge lock. Now I've had some others. They're just not that common. Because usually people got a Lockwood, you're going to kind of want to hang on to it because they're awesome for practicing on. You want to practice how to pick locks, get a hold of a couple Lockwoods. If you're just getting started, you may be, you know, I wouldn't start off with Lockwoods. They're very, very tough to pick. But if you've been picking a while, Lockwoods are a great practice lock. They're super tough to pick. All right, bada boom, bada bang. We're going to go ahead and put I was going to say a chaser, a shim in there. And I guess it's kind of a chaser. You're chasing it through the lock. Make sure this is the right follower. We're good to go. All right. The humble 5-pinner. Well, I can't really say humble when it's a Lockwood. There's nothing humble about a Lockwood. All right. Bada boom, bada bang. Three and number 4. There is some work on these key pins, I can tell you that right now, without even having my specs on yet. My specs on. Alright, now I can see as good as y'all can. Well, we do got some action, I think. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, I was thinking maybe an undercut. I don't think so. I mean, it's really not grabbing on nothing, so it doesn't qualify as an undercut if it doesn't grab, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see anything other than maybe the 5th one being a little bit wallowed out, but I mean, I don't know about any mods. I'd call that wear if I called it anything. All right, upstairs we go. That shim out of there. All right. Ooh, yep, there we go. That's a Lockwood pin. It's a spool, actually. And another different kind of spool. Now what he might have done was left all the driver pins, LOCKWOOD pins, and just modified the key pins as to make it a challenge lock. Oh, there's a homemade. Okay. You can be stubborn. Go ahead. I'll get you. And number 4 is a... I'm sorry, that was number 5. Alright, that's it. I also had this pin on the back where it says made in Taiwan. I'm guessing there was also another pin that maybe connected the 2 halves or something. I'm not really all that smart. I don't know. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, bada boom, bada bing. Let's get my awesome little custom-made cardboard table over here and get a close-up on these pins. How about that? Alright. So the key pins, we do got a serrated in 1, serrated in 2, a standard in 3, triple serrated in 4, and a standard in 5. Drivers, we got a spool in number 1, 2, and 3. We got a cool looking custom, almost looks like an upside down mushroom on number 4, and then another spool in number 5. Now I'll tell you what, this was a great lock. Crank, you did a good job. These locks are nasty stock, and you made it even a little bit more nasty, so bravo, well done. And I wanted to tell somebody else also, Mr. Lowell Forbes, you are right here. I did add you to the board, so thank you for being part of that. And if some of y'all that are tuned in here, if you have a YouTube lockpicking channel and you don't see your name on the board and would like it on there, let me know. I would love to have you. Okay? So that'll do it. Crank, thanks again for pinning that up. And as always, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you comment, you know I'll get back to you. All right? Thank you. Big Al, signing off.